Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing stage 46 of our tumbler build, and we're doing the right sections of the suspension system. We've done the left, we're now doing the right. I've also noticed that they've started putting the numbers on the boxes. They've only recently started doing that. I don't know why they've decided to do it now. Okay, so we have got a few bits to do. We've got to take some bits off as well. Everyone knows how I I don't really like taking stuff off. I'm always fearful of threading stuff. Okay, so we've got the assembly here. So as you can see, this is the left side, this is the right side, and we're going to stiffen it all up. You can actually see on this shot here on how much that sort of droops down, really. Now, though we've had a few parts, and we don't seem to be getting a lot of parts. They do build up over time. I'm still waiting for the big sections to come, and they've got to come. They have to come. Now, obviously, we've done some. This is another thing as well. We haven't even finished the interior of the car yet, and we've not even finished the front section. So we've still got a fair bit to do on the front. We've still got to fix the front section on. There's still bits to go into here and these sections there. So also as well, there's still lights and a lot of wires to go along the front of this still, because we'll have some lights going into these holes here on both sides. So there's actually still a lot just to do on that front section, plus the sort of like the shield sections, the bits that actually make it up. So, you know, all the panel sections here. So there's still quite a lot just to work on this front frame here. But it does look like the engine and the jet engine that we're going to get looks like we're going to be built over like 2 or 3 issues, because we're nearly got up to issue 50 now. On Hachette's website they've got up to issue 50, so it's got like a brief description on what we get, and it looks like we get the jet nozzle and the engine in sort of 1 or 2 issues. So it looks like we may just be building those bits instead of making them really detailed like we do on other car builds that we've built. So it looks like it's going to be less detailed, which is good because we're never going to see the engine on this anyway. The jet engine we see the back of, and there's a bits to put on that. We've still got a way to go on this. So anyway, look, let's get building and we can get chatting more. Okay, so here we are. So we're working on this side. So we've got to get the parts out. So we've got BM and CM screws. And we've got all our metal sections just here. See, this is what I mean. We get in little boxes like this. It does all tally up in the end, but you can understand why people are getting a little bit frustrated with the amount we've got to do, really, because it just doesn't seem like a lot. Though we have got some parts, we've got this, the interior, the bottom of the chassis section, the windshield. It still really isn't a lot. It looks a lot when it's put all together, but it isn't really. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this side. So we took off the interior side one. So this one's just here. So we've got, there we go. So these screws were like just placeholders. But I often wonder why this couldn't be done beforehand. Why are we now still working on the suspension system of the front of the car when this could have been done when we built all this? yeah, sometimes I do question their logic. Now it does say R on that. I don't know if you can pick that up. It says R there, so you know. So if you get this, you can sort of know what's got. We're going to use a BM screw to reattach this section, obviously. So I need one of them for in a minute. Okay, so this bit is going to sort of go into this bit just here, and then we're going to attach it. So we've just got to there we go. So that's on like that. And then we're going to reattach this bit here, making sure that is over. And we're going to use that as well, because just trying to make right. Yep. So this bit goes on first, and then this bit. Just gonna sort of just hook under. We've done the first one, and there's no difference. Okay, so I eventually got it in. We eventually got there. Okay, so the screw's gone in. Next, we're going to flip it over. Like so. And we're going to take out these two screws here. One there. And one there. Like that. I need BM screws, so we're going to need 1, 2, and we're now going to put in this plate. That is going to sit like that, making sure we cover the bracket that we put on, and then we're going to use BM screws to secure this back up. Making sure this is also in, this piston. Like that. So that's just like that. Can you see that? So now they're both, well, they're both stiffened up now. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put the plate on here. So we have to make sure this rod section just here goes in between these as well. So when this goes on, it will sit just like that. We're going to use the CM screws to do this. the first screw through, like so. And that is going to sit just like so. And I'll show you the underside of this in just a second. So there goes the next one. We can now tighten these up. Oh. Like that. Like that. And so we have these screws left over. They can be put away, we don't need them. Put away, saved or binned, that is up to you. But there we go. So we now have our stiffened up suspension system here, and that is all done. So as you can see, we now have, now I did want to show you this. So these sides here, they click into these sections just here, as you can see. So that one goes into there, and then that one into there like that. And they will keep them from coming out. They will come out anyway because the movement of the bit, but obviously there will be some cover here at some point that will cover all this, and obviously all of this as well. But there we go. So let's take a little look and see what we get in issue 47. Okay, so that brings us to the end. As you can see, we're now level on both of them, which is nice, and it's just really just stiffened it up, which is what we need. And yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Should that have been done when we done the suspension originally, or are you okay going back to things like this and unscrewing stuff that we've already done? The next issue, issue 47, don't have to actually do a lot again, and I think this is the problem of the build. Though we've got parts for it and it's starting to sort of come together a little bit now, the part ratio has been a bit weak. We have had builds like this in the past, and I understand we do get small parts and what we've got to do. I understand that, you know, this is not my first rodeo, but I understand where people are coming from. So issue 47, we're going to be, it says we get more elements for the shock absorber and steering bar. So just like that. So these bits here, I'm going to show you where they go in a minute, and those bits I believe go under the steering bar section. So these bits here will sit on that bit I just showed you. So on here, on these bits here, so it will go into this little groove, and then they will get screwed into here underneath. So that's where they sit. And the shock absorbers, the bits that we've been doing, obviously they will sit on here. So we'll have the piston that comes out of this section here and go into here, and we'll also have the bronze coloured springs, which you can see right there, onto here. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next issue. So we're going to be fitting the 4 onto here, and then the brackets under here for the steering section here, which will keep these in line. So they will sit in just like that, and then we'll screw them in to those little holes there. That's where those brackets sit, those ones there. But that's what we're doing in the next issue. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you click subscribe, like, comment as well. I'd love all of that. And yeah, just enjoy the build, and as always, we'll see you at the next video. Take it easy.